Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading. So if you've been with me for a bit, I like to chat just a minute before we get into your reading. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you join us. So Cancer, this has been a tough couple of days. So I wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about that. Cancer seem to be going through something right now where your energy is super depleted. Maybe you're feeling like things just aren't moving as quickly as you'd like them to, whether it be in work, a project, or in a relationship. So the biggest message I have before we get into this is about taking that time out. If you're super exhausted, which is what I'm feeling, and I generally pick up on your energy prior to doing your readings, to really relax and live in the now, which I know is really difficult. It's hard. Trust me, I have monkey brain. So take that time, really relax, do something nice for yourself, get outside. Hopefully you're in a place where it's not too cold and you can step out and get some sunshine. I just feel like that's a really strong message that they wanted to bring forth. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. This is going to be for April 28th through May 2nd, but it could resonate for any time. Time is fluid, and when you're meant to see this, you will see it. Okay, so we're actually going to change things up a little bit. I'm not going to focus on your recent past. We're just going to get into your current energies and, ooh, Tower. And then we're going to check into the near future, and then I kind of want to get a feel for the next 3 to 6 months. And then after that, I'm going to do your bonus reading again for how you are feeling and your person are feeling, whoever it is that's on your mind. If you're not in a relationship or you're just dating somebody, we'll just get a feeling for those energies. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the current energy. We've got the Tower card. We've got the Fool. Wow, okay. I wish you guys could see this a little bit better. Hopefully I'm placing them where you can see them. The Tower card, the Fool, and the World. Okay, let's go ahead and lay out the center section. Queen of Cups. This is actually really great. Okay. Okay. The overall energy that we have right now is strength. And then I'm going to take the top card, and what you don't see coming is the Four of Pentacles. So with the overall energy being the Strength card, immediately that tells me either something is happening, whatever it is that you're working on, whether it be just self-love, a relationship, or if something has just recently happened, they're saying that they want you to build up the strength. Remember I said in the beginning that if you're feeling really worn out, it's time to really nurture yourself, and I saw 333 on the timer. So that could be a number that you're seeing, and that's going to be the number that they show you so that you realize, yes, you do. That's confirmation. You do need to take a time out and rest, because it seems as though right now something is either falling apart, but when I say that, the Tower has meant for me recently that things are falling apart for the good. In other words, the people that are falling away from your life, or the things that are starting to not matter to you anymore, or the things that you're not as focused on, that's on purpose, because we have the Fool, and that's talking about taking a leap of faith, stepping forward, using the action required to start into something that feels new and fresh and feels like it's going to make you, they just said giggle, something that's going to make you feel really good. Not focusing on the things that fell apart in the past, which I know is difficult because for us Cancers, a lot has fallen apart in our lives in the last 3 years. But they want you to have faith that things are definitely moving forward. They just said it may not seem like it's moving as quickly as you want it to, but to have faith, because It is. I know you guys probably hear this a lot and it can be frustrating. Divine timing. I know, trust me. It's hard for me too. As much as I do this work, it can be really difficult to think that things are going to change or they're going to look any different than they have for such a long time. And then we have the World card. Two different meanings for me today. This is telling me that yes, you're closing out this cycle. So whatever painful relationships you had to release, that you took a leap forward and made those decisions to release, or if it's a relationship that you had to release, it's on purpose because everything is about to change. So even though it seems again like it's moving slowly, the world is saying get prepared, because once you have the energy to move forward, everything is going to change. Everything. And it could be shocking to you because you probably, like so many cancers, been sitting in this really difficult energy. Like, I can't begin to explain to you how much I understand how exhausting it has been. If it started for you back in 2017 or maybe even in 18, where everything started to move and shift and change, and it's like the universe was just pushing and pushing and pushing and taking things away and people away and jobs away, and then COVID, and everything has just been super emotional and exhausting for us. And they want you to keep the faith because things are really moving in the direction for your best and highest good. But not only that, to make you happy. So then we have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And this is again saying to me that you are stepping into your power. You recognize that you've been giving a lot of love to people and things and jobs and projects that were super, super heavy, exhausting, tiring, and it put you in a place where you didn't even feel like spending time maybe with the people that you love, or you just felt like you needed to retreat because you were so tired from carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And this is also saying to me that you need to take that time to really nurture yourself. It's all about learning how to balance relationships evenly, understanding that you don't always just have to give, that you are able to receive, and that's a burden. It's difficult to understand for a Cancer that we don't just have to give. We do have the right to receive, and receive in balance. And right now, again, they're just saying, take that break. Maybe don't spend as much time in other people's energy, because that too can be exhausting. That can drain from your cup. And focus on you more. The little things that make you happy, whether it be taking a bath, or, if you have spiritual practices, great. If it's just eating your favorite food, whatever it is that's going to make you feel happy in the moment and relieve some of those burdens or stresses, they really want you to focus on that. And especially take the time to yourself that you need. I don't care if you have to go lock yourself in a closet. Like, seriously, if you live with people and you need to get away, take a candle with you and a book and go close the door in your closet. Like, do whatever it takes to preserve your energy, because you're going to need it. They're stressing really strongly that you're going to need it moving forward, because a lot of things are going to be shifting and changing, which are going to take energy, but in a different way. It's not going to be you being drained from other people. It's going to be kind of a exciting tired. Like, as things start to come together, you're going to start being excited about it, but it's going to drain you in a sense. So they want you to make sure that with that Queen of Cups, that you're filling your cup up, even though you're going to be doing things that you love and that nurture you and are making you super happy. That can be tiring as well. So here we go, 3 to 6 months. So I think your focus is going to be a little bit less on your money and starting new things. At this point, with Justice in reverse, I feel like you will have gotten your justice at that point. So your energy is going to slow down a bit in the near future. Just saying that you're going to be able to take a break. Like, you're not going to be having to put so much energy and effort into all the things that you've been building on probably for the last couple of years. The money, even though it's in reverse, it just means that now it's going to be more flowing. And although your passion is still going to be there, it's just not going to be exerted in a way that it was in the past. In other words, I feel like you're going to be able to take a break and relax back into and see the fruits of your labors. And also with justice in reverse, this to me is not saying that you're not getting justice. It's actually saying that the justice that was needed has already been delivered. So if you were looking forward to, say, a new beginning in work or a new passionate beginning in a love, by this time it will have already happened. So you'll be sitting in a place where you can take a deep breath and sit back and sort of look around you and see all the changes that have come about. And good, shocking changes. That's where I actually really like the Tower in this situation, because before all this comes to pass, you will have made a lot of these choices. You will have overcome a lot of the things that were burdening you. And it's like your brain's going to feel free. Like you're not going to be as stressed out about the things that you have to do. You're going to be able to relax into the place that you have created and watch things grow. All right, so, and they want you to make sure, again, with the Strength card, and then I want to take this as well with the Eight of Swords. You could be dealing with a Leo in a relationship, or Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This is saying have the strength and recognize that where you couldn't see things before, they're clear now. There's no more delusion. There's no more feeling in the dark or feeling in the clouds about things, that you're moving beyond it. And they just want you to hold on to that strength that you've got, that it's coming. And then what you don't see with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, that says to me where maybe you had felt like you had to save money or hold on to your resources in the past, you're not going to need to worry about that, because money's going to be flowing instead of feeling like you've got to hold back and, you know, put a tight grip on resources. Maybe things weren't flowing as quickly, like I said before, as you had expected, but they will be. So that money is going to be flowing much better. Resources are going to be much more available. And that too was something you couldn't see, but you will now. And then we have also something you couldn't see is the relationship. If you're single, there is love coming into your life. Again, that could be a Leo. Look at that. That's a lot of readers have been saying that as well, because I watch Cancer readings too. And it's just because you couldn't see it coming. You can't see it coming quite yet. If you're in a relationship, it's saying have the strength, because whatever was hidden or whatever was problematic, that the two of you are going to have the ability to have a conversation. Your person may be a little bit defensive right now, but they genuinely want to work through things. So with the Six of Wands in reverse, that's to me saying have patience, because the victory in the situation will come. And if you're single again, this is saying it may be stressing you out because you feel like that person's never going to come, the one that's meant for you, but you will have a victory in the future. They just want you to be strong and trust that what you can't see, they have in the works for you. And then we have the Emperor. So male or female energy, this is what's coming. The Hangman is in reverse, which is perfect, because that tells me that you're coming out of a stagnant position, either whether your relationship has been stagnant or you've had some difficulty seeing when and where you were going to come to this place of feeling like, oh, finally, I can stand in my power. I have the things that I need. I don't have to wonder anymore how this is going to play out, because now you're coming out of that energy. In the next 3 to 6 months is where I feel it's coming out the strongest. And then the High Priestess, which means you're truly trusting your intuition. Your abilities have strengthened. If you've been watching tarot for a while, or you've been on this spiritual journey, you're now starting to see the dark versus the light. You're recognizing when there's symbols, there's signs, there's things that are trying to tell you something, and that ability is going to stick with you now that you've learned that and it's come into play on a regular basis. You're going to recognize it now and not ignore it. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify with the Tower card and the Fool and the World, and see what else they have for us here. Okay. So we have the Chariot card. That's great. So this is your current energy, which means you're moving forward. And then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is just a clarification that those burdens are starting to be laid down. You're not going to feel like you have to carry the weight of the world anymore. You're actually going to start moving beyond those difficult relationships or the things that were holding you back from what it was that you wanted moving forward, the things that you knew were going to make you happy. And then with the Queen of Cups, we have the King of Wands, which is beautiful. So this too is feeling like your current energy. It's, if you look at this card, he's kind of coy. He's looking off like, yeah, you don't want to mess with me right now type of energy. And that's where I feel like you are. It's like you're going to speak your mind about needing this time to yourself and wanting to step back from carrying the burdens of other people's troubles or other people's emotional needs or whatever that is. You're like sitting in your throne going, I'm going to take this time for me. I deserve it. I know I deserve it. And if you want to come to me correctly. That's also air energy. So, I'm sorry, that's fire energy. So it could be, again, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. A lack of that sort of drive because you need to take a break. They really want you to understand that although your passions are there for the things that you're desiring, they want you to sit back and relax and let things unfold the way that they're meant to unfold. So if this isn't a relationship, and let's say either you're single or you just started dating, something like that, it's relax back into the energy, into yourself, and let things unfold instead of trying to push things forward. You're going to find more passion in the long term if you take your time to really get to know the person and feel their energy and understand them and where they're coming from, but also respecting your own boundaries. Really respecting that you have them and you've set them, and now you're not going to let people cross them anymore. These have been a lot of really tough lessons for you to learn. It's all about loving yourself so that you can protect yourself and your boundaries and not carry the weight of other people's issues and problems, even if that's a partner. Right? Okay, so let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Seven of Cups, and then the Two of Cups in reverse. And then we have the World card. Again, this to me is focusing on relationships. So with the Two of Cups in reverse, if you're not seeing a person coming towards you, it's because you're going to have several options. Once you start to rest and come out of this cycle, this is the World twice, something brand new is starting, and you're going to have lots of different options. Could be in work, it could also be in love, but I think they're focusing mostly on love. So if this hasn't happened for you yet, it's definitely coming in the next 3 to 6 months, because that's the area that we're clarifying right now. So try to be patient, because everything that you desire is coming towards you. It's been a long, hard road, and they know that this is what you deserve, and they want you to know that it's coming towards you. This is like dancing, being excited. You know, the angels are speaking to you. You've got this beautiful fire and light behind you. Like, you know that you have the strength to move forward. And then you have the bull. So you've got Leo and Taurus energy here. You've got the strength and the fire and the determination to move forward. And that's what's going to give you the options that you want. Because as soon as you get to that place, you're going to start attracting more people that are going to love you the way that you love in return, especially a partner. I really believe this is the time when Cancers are going to find their true mates. And that person is going to be someone that you spend a significant amount of time with, if not for the rest of your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus on you and your person, and we'll get cards on both of your energies. And then I'll pull a couple of romance angels, and then we'll get a message from the Lover's Oracle and the regular Oracle cards. Okay, so I'm going to use a different deck for you and your person. Whoever it is that you're thinking about, whether you're single, in a partnership, or just starting to date someone. This is for Cancer, end of April. Cancer, end of April. Okay, this is going to be for your person's energy. We're going to pull 4 cards. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse, the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, we've got a lot of reversals here. And then your energy, I'm going to flip this around actually. They want me to pull from the bottom. So we're going to, the King of Wands, the Emperor, wow. The 3 of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So for your person's energy, and then we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this person's holding back, whether they're not showing you what it is they really have to offer, or it's that they're just being conservative. They're not bringing forth like the love. Maybe they're not expressing themselves. Maybe they're so focused on work and saving money that they seem like they're just not putting forth the same amount of effort that you are. And this is if you're dealing with someone or the person that's on your mind. And then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Wands. This could be fire as well, a fire sign. So we've got Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords. So your person's energy is very much coming across as not having the ability to put forth effort. It seems like they just aren't speaking up about how they feel. If you haven't spoken to this person and you're not, it feels like they're tired of arguing, if there was a lot of arguing going on, and if it feels as though they may have moved away and decided that they just don't want to put forth the effort and they don't have a whole lot to say right now. So if you aren't in contact, that's how that person is feeling right now. They could be having trouble with money as well, and they don't really want to discuss it. The other thing is, I just feel like their heart might be a little bit closed. So if you're not feeling the love from this person, that's why. They're having either money troubles or an inability to speak their truth. It's like there's things that they have to say, but they just don't know how to say them. And your energy is the King of Wands, the Emperor, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So the first thing I feel is that you want to move forward. You want to talk about what's going on. You're feeling really good in your own energy. And with the 3 of Swords, it could feel a little bit heartbreaking right now, because if they're not communicating or they're not telling you the things that you feel like they should, it may start to feel like you want to pull back your energy as well with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Like you're not going to give too much to someone who's not giving back, right? We've discussed that. But I feel like you think there might be a third party, but I don't think there is. That's not the energy that I'm picking up on in this reading. I think you're standing in your power, and this person's afraid that you might break their heart. So they're just not speaking up. And maybe you're wanting to sort of retreat from it because you have other things that you really want to focus on. I do have water here, but I'm only feeling Scorpio right now. And then I'm also feeling Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. We've still got fire energy as well. But I feel like you're standing in your power, and you're not going to put up with any more BS from somebody, especially if there is a third party. You're going to retract your love. In other words, you're not going to put your energy into that if that's what you're sensing. I don't think that's the situation, but stand in your power. If this person's meant to come towards you, they're going to. And if you're tired of it and you want to walk away, the suggestion is to just retreat and pull your energy back until this person starts to show you what it is that's on their mind or talk to you about what's going on. Okay, so let's get a couple of romance angel cards and see if we can get a feeling about where this is going. This is for Cancer. So we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So with wedding, this could be obviously a relationship where you are married, or this could be that this is someone you consider that could possibly be someone you'd marry in the future, and you feel a strong bond with them, and I think they feel the same strong bond with you as well. There is a sense of knowing each other, and there's a level of comfort, and then getting to know each other. That's what I feel like you have to take the time to do. So if this person seems like they're pulling back, I'd say just pull back yourself a little bit until they feel comfortable opening up. Cancers are so loving and honest and truthful and able to express how they feel, but not everybody is, and that's hard to understand. So if this person seems like they're pulling back, don't think that they're in a third party, because I don't feel that energy. I'm going to say it with a lot of conviction because I just don't feel like they are. All right, so let's get a love oracle on this situation, and then we're going to get the wisdom of the oracle cards to close out your reading for you. Okay, this is the one they want me to pull. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. That's like what we were talking about in your general reading. Your freedom is there. Take a step back and let things sort of unfold. It will be clear. You will get the signs. There's sort of an anxiousness that I feel in your energy about wanting to move forward a little bit quicker. But again, they want you to take a step back. So not only take a step back from the relationship and allow it to unfold, but also take a step back from things that you've been working so hard on and really just love on yourself and let things unfold naturally the way that they're meant to. Okay, so let's get your oracle cards to close everything out. This is for Cancer for the end of April. What advice do we have for Cancer for the end of April? So we have breathe, unfinished symphony, and then we have chaos and conflict. I feel like the chaos and conflict is just internal. So this is what we were talking about, breathe. Do whatever it is that makes you feel good, whether that's meditating, baths, walks, food, whatever it is that really truly brings you pleasure. And then unfinished symphony. So this, I feel like, could be that you feel like there's some unfinished business within maybe some old relationships, something that you haven't quite closed out, but it's coming to an end because this is a 10 and that's new beginnings. So whatever those things are that may be lingering, they just want you to know that you need to put an end to those so that you can move forward. That's going to be part of the energy that you need to release from yourself so that you can move forward. And then the chaos and conflict, this to me is saying that that's what's coming to an end. And then we have a 33, which confirms for me what we had talked about in the beginning, the 333. It's like recognizing that those are the signs that Spirit's bringing to you about taking a break and relaxing to get away from that chaos and conflict that you might be dealing with, especially, okay, so they're really, really emphasizing this right now, especially with relationships that are falling out of your life because you're changing and other people aren't. I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of people around Cancers who love Cancers, is that you're shifting and changing and they don't recognize you anymore, because where you used to give so much to everybody else, you're starting to pull back your energy and give to yourself. And that's an unusual thing. We've been like this forever. And now all of a sudden everything's shifting and people just don't know how to take it. But they want you to step away from that and take those breaks that you need to nurture yourself. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you guys so, so much for all of your support. I know a lot of my subscribers are Cancers, and I love you guys to pieces. If you're just joining and you'd like to join this beautiful group of people, I hope you'll subscribe, like, comment, let me know how things are going for you as well. I love to interact with you guys. And again, if you'd like a personal reading, I do those as well, and that is in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoy your last week of April, and I will see you in next week's reading. So much love and light. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.